Let's try to clear the area here. So you're on. Okay, you are. Sorry, we just had some company come in, and they had a dog, and our dogs are here. Weren't expecting them, and so they kind of like, there was a lot of action here. And then the bird, so let me know. I guess I had to clear here a bit. So I can speak as a normal person. Okay, he's at the. Okay. I don't know, I might have to do this over. I'm not even quite sure everything I was saying. I'll check it before, if I put it up. Where was it? Oh, Gaia, the Earth. I keep feeling like, I know it sounds funny to say the Earth, but the Earth is actually, it's a being, an entity, the energy. Same with us. Everything has, the energy is conscious energy. So, and us as humanity have a lot to do with how she reacts, same with the weather, and vice versa, because a lot of it is our energy too. So I keep thinking that she and all those that are here to help, like, I believe in higher beings and spirit and nature beings and all, they're all trying to help with this change in frequency. This is something that's new for Earth and for humanity, as well as us changing too. Our DNA is changing, and our cell and our body's changing. And as we're getting these waves of energy coming in for the change, to help change, we can go through aches and pains and releasing, and emotional releasing, physical releasing, spiritual releasing, and understanding energy in a spiritual way, as well as our own soul, spirit self, and trying to balance everything. And we're thinking a little bit higher, more out of the box. Our intuition is getting clearer and higher frequency, as well as a lot of people's abilities, like their clairaudience and clairsentient, feeling things and hearing and sensing the energy around you. A lot of people that are becoming more sensitive to the energy and what feels good to them and what doesn't, as far as feeling other energy around them, or if you go somewhere and where there's a lot of people, you can sense energy that might not align with yours, just as well as you can feel energy that will align. So, and this is all going around the Earth and globally. So, this is a lot that has to do with the Earth and her change. And so these volcanic eruptions that have been happening, they're kind of simmering, and it's like a way of for her to release gently, as a sphere being, as a planet, and letting all that come out easy. And I think it's really trying to make it easy on all that's on her planet. So, and we too are going through releasing all this old past, not, doesn't past stuff, ancient stuff, like past life stuff. The Earth, I guess, has gone through, changes a few times too, like when you talk about the the dinosaurs way back when, and the comet then, and then it started again, and evolution started. Well, we're to a point where we've never been before. This earth has never been to this point before. In its energy and its frequencies, and so energy, the frequencies in the energy around us too, and that's all changing as well. Like it's like everybody's kind of taking a step up, So you may notice it in the animals, and how the animals seem so much smarter, or how you connect with the animals, like understanding nature and your pets, and everything that you see, and it's like everybody has their own particular things that might be easier for each person to connect with than the other, or it's where our grounding comes in to help us. She helps ground us so we can connect easier with spirit, and which is also us. A lot of the energy about us has to do with us, and it was a negative, a kind of a negative place before, and it's in the middle of changing right now, and trying to break down to rebuild at the same time. So things are kind of, a little bit every so often gets a little off balance, and it gets balanced again. It gets off and it gets balanced. So, and I think Earth is, and all those that have to do with Earth and helping with the energy, and different celestial planets, and each planet has its own, I guess the easy way I put it is has its own like personality. It has its own energy, and they're there for us as the different ways that the planets come in with each other have, they help us align ourselves for times when we need to finish things up, or to get motivated, or to chill out, or making things right, and communication, and it's like once you start getting into the energy and then feeling it, and that's a big thing now, because our frequency is getting higher, and we're feeling these energies a lot easier than we used to. So when we can understand that with their energy too, then we can kind of align with it, or expect what's coming up, so it doesn't, we're not like, what's going on? Why am I so angry? Or why am I changing my mind? Why can't I get something done? Because there's times where things might come back because of some of the energies, to make sure something's correct, or maybe it's something we're not supposed to have, or maybe it's something we're supposed to make better. Like it depends on the planet lining up. And so these different energies, even with the sun's energy and the moon, so all this all coming together, and all this frequency change is not, it's with everything, with energy. So we've had the storms, storms coming through, and things in the ocean going on. I'm talking past tense now. I'm not wanting to manifest anything, that isn't in alignment with what's already supposed to be happening. But this was going to a certain place. And that I've been seeing there is some area, I don't know if it's a particular area. I mean, I think it is, because I keep seeing it over. But the Ring of Fire on the Pacific coast, there's many that are kind of, letting off steam. And in Hawaii, there was this one when I mentioned Mount St. Helen in my Facebook little video. I didn't realize, but like a week before, I think it was Mount St. Helen, or someplace had over there, I think it was St. Helens, something was released a little bit there. And it's actually, I think, as far as I feel for myself, I think if I'm understanding it all correctly, right? With the volcanoes, I would think it's better that these little areas, like even Yellowstone, like it's all letting off steam all through over the globe, which is better than if it were to do it one or two places. So it's, it's like having a balloon and it has some little tiny holes in it, and when you fill it up, it just slowly releases the water compared to having a full balloon and then taking a pin and it goes, right? So it's just kind of releasing. She's releasing a little as well as she can for the size of her. she's a big planet, I mean, compared to us. So with all she's really amazing, really, the energy and Earth, and she's a special planet. So with everything that she has here and everything around her that involves, around her with the celestial, all the celestial planets around her and all, it's like in the sun, it's like all this, in the moon, all is around her and the sun. So what I wanted to say about all that, to add on to that, is it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. This is not to put fear out there, and this isn't saying that I know that something big's going to happen or anything like that. This is just saying to stay positive, but it wouldn't hurt to, for first to start kind of, researching a little bit, and don't let fear come in. Try not to be fearful, but research without having, if you can, without having emotion connected to it in your area. See what's going on around your area, and just so you have awareness, awareness of what's going on where, and maybe prepare in a way like slowly get yourself water or canned food, canned or boxed food, or so like that type of thing. Just kind of, nothing might happen at all. Nothing might happen for a year or two or three. Who knows? Like I said, it might not even happen at all. But it doesn't hurt to kind of, maybe prepare and research a little bit. And I know there's a thing too where for those who are going through the spiritual journey and all, where we're told that to pick your timeline, and pick your timeline, but it still doesn't hurt just to not have heavy thought on it, but just enough to be aware, and just try to kind of stock up on, if you need flashlights or whatever you want to. For, we used to do this in Florida just normally, for when the hurricanes would come there when I used to live there. So it doesn't hurt just to kind of to be aware. Having that awareness, that knowledge, and don't believe everything that you're seeing online is another thing too. So don't just look at one thing. Kind of, look around at other videos and news, and there's places that I guess you can get like they have like the Schumann resonance that shows the scales for the for Earth and her frequencies, and like that type of stuff, the graphs that they can show for Earth, and graphs for the volcanoes and where they are, and some of those are caused by some of the earthquakes that we've had, and in the water too. So I'm speaking past tense with this police spirit of what has happened already. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And if we can keep things balanced, try to keep that positiveness in your head that everything is going to be well. Tell Earth you love her and thank her. And for trying to be really easy on us, because she has to do this, So when I first started doing this, going through this spiritual change and frequency change and all this waking up, they call it, And when I first, like Earth, I thought of Earth, yes, she's alive. She's got, look at all the things that are alive on her, that root into her, that give life. She gives life to that, and the sun and water, right? So at first it sounded kind of weird when people would talk as if she was a person. But she really is. Like, you can call her in to help. Like, if you're meditating or if you need help being out there somewhere, in the woods or wherever, you can call on her. She has an energy. She has, I can call her Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever you call Earth. And she has an energy too. And so at first I didn't think of her that way until I started getting into the meditation and started connecting with energy and starting to see energy and I don't know if you can hear the bird. It's go, whoa, Mother Earth. So, but everything is, energy has that consciousness. Energy is all around us all the time. Even if we don't see these beings, even if you don't see spirit, even if you don't, it's there. We mirror everything. So, that's another reason why being kind and positive and all that is such a big thing right now too. Besides, it's a nice thing to do, but because that it mirrors us, the energetic energies that create for us, they mirror. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that, like, there was a thing like prepare kept coming up, which can be for different things in your life, but when I kept seeing that, I kept kind of wondering if it had anything to do with that, and I felt better saying something and talking about it than not at all, and then wishing I had. So you can take it as you want, and I'm not putting a fear out. Don't be fearful. It's been going on for a while now. And just try to stay positive and loving and thanking Spirit and Source and God and whoever you're connected with, your ancestors or, nature, Gaia, whoever it is that you connect with, or whoever it is you might want to connect with. So, I send you all blessings and be safe and well, and have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Bye. You find the button.